Okay, so welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. There are prayers on my screen. Please repeat with me. Om Ajnanatimandasya Jnananjana Chakshuranmilitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaः. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadhi Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuktapadakamudam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakala Gunaznamritam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sabagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsa हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण
जय श्री
चैतन्य प्रभु
कृष्ण चैतन्य
नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So welcome to the corporate Bhagavad Gita. We will continue with Gitartha Sangraha. So let's see. This Gitartha Sangraha is written by Yamunacharya, one of the spiritual masters of Ramanujacharya from Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. He summarized Bhagavad Gita into 32 slokas. 32 slokas, and in the first sloka he gave a summary of Gita. Next one he told what the first 6 chapters talk about. Then next is what the next 6 chapters talk about and what the last 6 chapters talk about. So like this he has divided, and then he gave a summary on the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That is the fifth verse. So we will visit the first 4 verses later. We will read first we'll go through the first verse and we'll discuss about it. The first verse is asthana sneha karunya dharma adharma bhya akulam partham prapannam uddishya shastravataram kritam. So what does Yamunacharya says? He says Arjuna was confused. Why? Because he thought this dharma yuddha, this war that he was going to fight, is adharmic. So this particular Bhagavad Gita war, sorry, not Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata war happened within family members, cousin brothers, and cousin brothers. Those are the Kurus and the Pandavas. 100 Kurus and 5 Pandavas. It happened because of what? Property issue, right? It happened due to
Yes,
property issue.
yes, Prabhu.
So it so happened that the father of the Kurus, the 100 sons, his name was Dhritarashtra, and Dhritarashtra was blind, and he was the eldest son also. So technically he had to become the king, but because he was blind, he lost the qualification. Just hold on. So because he was blind, he lost the qualification to be the king. Suppose a blind person becomes the king, then all the neighboring persons will say, "Oh, he's blind," and they will attack him, and how can he rule? Like in army, if there is a commando and he gets injured, and if he gets disabled, his leg gets cut or hand gets cut, does he still go and take part in the battle? Is he still kept in the army? Not he's told you have to
Noted.
go out of army now because you are injured, right? You are disabled. You know, you need all the parts of your body fully functioning to uh, work there. So Dhritarashtra, even though he was very powerful, he had strength of I think 10,000 elephants. Still, he didn't become the king. So his younger brother, whose name was Pandu, he became the king. And once Pandu, he got a curse that he would die. There's a story behind it. So that time he left everything and went to forest with his two wives, Kunti and Madri. And then because there was no one, so Dhritarashtra took over the kingdom and he was uh, ruling it. And Pandu was in the forest. But it so happened that Pandu he desired for child, but the curse was that if he tries by himself to have a child, then he would die. So once he came to know from Kunti that she had a boon, and she could have children, or she could call a devata by that chanting that mantra, and then through that devata she could get a child. Hmm? So with the permission of Pandu, she called in first for Indra, not Indra, Dharmaraj, and through Dharmaraj she had Yudhishthir. Then she called another devata, Vayu. Through him, he had she had Bhima, and then third one was Indra, and to Indra she had Arjuna. So Pandu became very happy. He couldn't have children on his own, but now he had very powerful children. Now his other wife Madri, he thought she should also have, and the mantra was given to Madri also. So Madri, she was told to have only one child. So then she thought, oh, I will only have one child, and Kunti will have three. So she thought about Ashwini Kumar. These are twin brothers in the Devatas. They are looking care of the medical department. So she called both the brothers. So each brother gave her one child. So that's how she got Nakula and Sahadev. And then once Pandu, he was alone with Madri and he forgot about the curse and he tried to enjoy conjugally with her and he died because of the curse. And then Madri thought, I will do sati with Pandu, and she also died in the fire. And then Kunti was left alone with 5 children. And then she said, what I will do here, all the sages, the Rishi Munis, they said, take these 5 children back to the kingdom. They are all Kshatriya sons. They need to be trained and they will be taken care in the kingdom. So when she reached the kingdom, she had 5 children with her. Now all this news was already known to Dhritarashtra and his wife Gandhari, and Gandhari was also pregnant. But it so happened that Yudhishthir was born first, and Gandhari's child was not coming out of the womb, so she got angry, and she hit her with that hate, envy, and anger that uh, Kunti gave child first. She hit her stomach, and out came a flesh from her body. At that point, Vyasadev came and he saw that it was just a blob of flesh, and he then said, I can do one thing. So he cut that flesh in 100 pieces, took a pot, earthen pot, filled it with ghee, with butter, clarified butter, and put those flesh in each of the pot. Like this, he made 100 pots. And after 11 months or something, or 1 year, from the pots came out children, starting with Duryodhan. That's how the 100 Kurus were born. Later on, they were all trained in mastery and weapons and everything. And then, they were serving there The five Pandavas, the Kurus, they were sundering. But it so happened that Duryodhana was always fighting with the Pandavas. He tried to kill them by poison, by fire, by politics, a lot of things. So, so in a family when there is no peace between brothers, then what the parents, everyone thinks, let's divide it. Okay, let they be peaceful and let's divide the kingdom. So that time they divided the kingdom. There was a place, a forest named Indraprastha, kind that area forest, that was given to Pandavas. And Duryodhana and all, they stayed in Hastinapur, which is New Delhi at present. And Indraprastha, when they reached, it was all full of forest. With Krishna's help, Krishna called the Devata Vishwakarma, and with his help, and with another demon's help, his name Rakshasa help, his name was Maya Danav. They built a very nice palace. Now Krishna did everything within few days and built them a palace and such a nice city. So Yudhishthir became very very happy with Krishna and he wanted to reciprocate. So he kept a Rajsuya Yagya and then he invited everyone. So he invited Duryodhan, everyone he invited, and he did the Rajsuya Yagya. He gave the highest honor to Shri Krishna over there. In that whole episode, what happened is Duryodhan became envy that how could they become so rich in such a small time. And then later on, when he was in the palace, it was so beautiful, created by a Rakshasa, right? So there was a place where he thought there is land, but actually it was water, and he fell in it. And then Draupadi and everyone laughed. So he became very angry. So after the whole yagya, when they went back to Hastinapur, Duryodhan thought now how to, you know, defeat, how to make this Pandavas smaller. So he called them for a gambling match. In that gambling match, his uncle named Shakuni, he tricked and the items, the devices that were used in the gambling match, he did some magic with it, and because of that, every time he was winning. And Yudhishthir was losing, and he had to give part of his property, his wealth, like this, like this. He lost everything. Then at the end, he started putting his brothers in the gambling match. Then he first he lost Sahadev, Nakula, Arjuna, Bhima, and then he himself lost. When he himself lost, then Duryodhan and Karna and Shakuni, they were saying, no, no, you have one more thing. What is it? Draupadi. Put Draupadi also in this. And he didn't had the idea when he himself lost, how can he have Draupadi? But still he thought Draupadi is my wife, so he put her there in the gambling match and he lost. Then Draupadi was insulted. She was tried to, she was like, if she is lost, then she is like our maid servant. Karna was saying. So we can do anything what we want with her. So let's strip her down, make her naked. And then the famous thing happened that she was brought to the court, dragging by a hair by Dushasana, the brother of Duryodhan, and she was insulted. And he pulled her sari, and then Krishna, in his invisible form, he became the unlimited sari. And when they understood that they are protected by divine energy, Dhritarashtra became very disturbed and he said, stop this gambling match. Then he asked Draupadi, ask for boons. Then first thing she said, release all my husbands. Dhritarashtra said, done. And then she asked two more boons. Like that, they got freed and they started walking away from Hastinapur. And then Duryodhan said, I worked so hard to take everything from them, but you, blind father, you have given everything back? Not allowed. I cannot allow this. I cannot, I am no, I just cannot accept this. He said, we will make one more gambling match. Call them back. And then Dhritarashtra, he somehow forced Dhritarashtra to call the Pandavas back. So the Pandavas and Draupadi, they came back to the palace, had another gambling match, and it was decided, if you lose, then you will go to 13 or 14 years of Vanvas. And in the very last year, you have to live in disguise. And if you are caught, then again you have to be in 14 years of Vanvas. But if you are not caught, then we will give back your kingdom. This is the promise that Duryodhana had given. If you are not caught in the last year of your Vanvas, exile, then I will give back all your kingdom. Then in the gambling match, the second gambling match, Yudhishthir Maharaj lost again. So they had to go to Vanvas. After 13-14 years of Vanvas, when they were finally out of it, Duryodhan was supposed to give back the kingdom. But he said, I won't give. I won't give. Whatever you do, I won't give. So many discussions happened, many peace meetings happened. Still Duryodhan was not giving. Then Arjuna said, the the Krishna said, Kurus respect me, and Arjuna and Pandavas, you also respect me. So I will go as a peacemaker, and I'll see what we can do. At that point, Yudhishthir Maharaj says, if he's not ready to give the kingdom, fine, but he should at least give 5 villages. We just want 5 villages. One for each of my brother, and that is enough. Krishna goes and he puts this proposal. Okay, you don't want to give? Fine. Give 5 villages. Duryodhan makes a statement that time. He says, I won't give a land which is equal to a tip of a needle. And he just refuses to even give 5 villages. Then everyone says there will be war. And Krishna says now there will be war. And that's how this Mahabharata war started. By Duryodhan's extreme stubbornness to not fulfill his promise. So they collect all the army, and then the war starts. After the 10th day, on the 10th day of the war, Bhishma is overpowered, and he's put on a bed of arrows. At that point, his charioteer, whose name was Sanjaya, he says, now I have no job, so I will go back to Hastinapur. So on the 10th day, he reaches back to Hastinapur from Kurukshetra. And seeing that, Dhritarashtra meets him and tells him, what happened? What happened? Tell me. Tell me what happened. There are a few chapters before telling this Bhagavad Gita that Sanjaya says. And then the famous verse of Dhritarashtra becomes the first verse of Bhagavad Gita. Dhritarashtra Vacha Dharmashetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamaka Pandavashaiva Kim Kurvata Sanjaya. That's how Bhagavad Gita starts. And the day it was spoken was the Ekadashi. So, in the month of December, the Ekadashi that comes, the second Ekadashi, we celebrate it as Gita Utsava, appearance day of Gita. But that's the day when Gita was spoken by Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra. 10 days before, it was spoken by Krishna to Arjuna. Like that. Okay. So, this chapter 1 is also called as, there's another name for this chapter. Prabhupada gives the name Observing the Armies of Battlefield of Kurukshetra. Traditionally, the name is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Right? Arjuna Vishada Yoga. you have any questions, any comments, you can always interrupt. What is the meaning of Vishada? Vishada means lamentation. So Arjuna is lamenting about certain things. And in this chapter, there are other people also lamenting. The first one to lament is Dhritarashtra. Then next is Duryodhana also laments. And third is the major part is Arjuna lamenting. And we'll go into how it is. So it's Arjuna Vishada Yoga. There is lamentation by Arjuna. Hmm. First one is Dhritarashtra lamented. In this verse, he laments. And we come to know. First of all, we will just see how it says Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. Kurukshetra. This is a place. His name is Kurukshetra and it is glorified in all the Shastras. Whenever some pious activity, some yagya, dana, tapa has to be done, Kurukshetra is recommended. It is such a great place that even the devatas come here to do all kinds of tapa, yagya, dana. And this is on the earth, Kurukshetra. So it is a great Dharma Kshetra. Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. Yuyutsavaha means desiring to fight. Everyone came, assembled there. Mamaka Pandava Shaiva, my sons and Pandava's sons, they both came. Hey, what did they do, Arjuna? Kim Akurvata Sanjaya. What did they do? First thing you see, he uses the words Mamaka Pandavas. My sons and Pandava's sons. So here he differentiates. Generally, a leader of a society, a leader of a family, a leader of the country should not differentiate, right? He should say, all are my children. We are all one family, isn't it? Right? But if you see, Dhritarashtra is the king, Duryodhana is the prince. But Dhritarashtra himself was not a very great king, and this is shown by here by differentiating. Pandavas were his own brother's son, right? So why he's telling, differentiating between his son and Pandava's son? As a king, he should say, what did all my sons do? But no. He said, no, my 100 sons and Pandava's sons, these are separate. As if Pandavas were from another country. It was the same family, right? It was the same family. So he differentiated. Mamaka, Pandava. So this is one first thing that he differentiated between them. So that shows the mentality of Dhritarashtra, that he was attached to his own children. And what is best for his own child, he will think. And he is least concerned of the other party, the Pandavas. Okay? So this is the first thing. He differentiated. And then he is asking, what did they do? Well, they have all come and they have come to fight. But why he is asking this redundant kind of question? What did they do? They had come to fight. See, here only he says, Yutsavaha, desiring to fight. But still, what did they do? Why is asking? If he's saying already, desiring to fight, then he should have said, how did they fight? But he said, no, what did they do? Why? Because he indicates that Kurukshetra is Dharma. Dharma Kshetra. So, in a holy place, will you fight? Let's say you go in Ayodhya and there's a huge line, or in Tirupati and there's a huge line, and someone pushes someone, and then there's a fight happens. What will people do? If the fight happens in a line, in Tirupati line, what will people do? Any comments? You can hear me, right? Any comments? Why? What happens, if you're standing in line in a temple, especially Tirupati, and then a fight happens?
We will try to calm down. That's
We'll tell them to calm down. Yes, okay. Why we want that thing to calm down?
because this is a holy place.
Because this is a holy
We should-
place. Yes.
Hmm.
Let's say we are standing in one line at Chinnaswamy temple, this not temple,
Stadium,
Chinnaswamy
stadium.
stadium, and then there is,
Hmm.
what, some IPL team, two IPL team
Okay.
fans, they are fighting. What will happen there? Do they want to stop fighting? Not
Not
really,
really.
right? Only the
Not
police
really.
wants to stop them to fight.
Ah, yes, yes,
But
yes.
do the people want them to fight, stop fighting?
Ah, no, no, no. They will
No,
get
right?
injured.
They'll say, you said something to my team, I said something to your team. Ah, I cannot tolerate. It will be the police who will come and try to stop.
Yes, yes.
But in case of Tirupati line, what will happen? Will the police try to stop, or what will happen before that also?
So that
Before
the
that,
devotees.
everyone in the line will say, stop it, stop it, stop it. We are here for darshan of Tirupati Balaji.
Ah,
Right?
yes, yes, yes.
Like you said, holy place, it
Hmm.
it enforces certain kind of mentality to be calm and cool, and to be in a prayerful mood, to do dana tapa yajna. If somebody is very hungry, we'll say, wait, 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 after darshan we'll have food. But if we are in line somewhere else, then we won't say, wait, wait, we will try to go and bring it, right? But why in temple we are like this? Because it gives us certain uh, mentality, certain um, understanding over there, that here we are for higher purpose of dharma.
Yes.
So the Pandavas, they were very dharmic. So will this dharma kshetra affect them and tell them that, oh, we are in this holy place, we should not fight? Did that happen, Sanjay? Did that happen? They tried so
Oh,
many times peace meeting. At the end, in the very first day, did this happen? Did the Pandavas say, no, this is dharma kshetra, okay, we give up our design, we tyag, we give up our desire to have a kingdom? Did that happen, Sanjay? That was one thing he wanted to ask. Second thing was, he was worried that his own children were adharmic. So in a holy place, if a adharmic person is there, then it is kind of clashing. And then for that adharmic person, it will become like a heavy burden. And it won't, and the holy place won't support adharmic people. So he was worried. Did the Dharma Kshetra did something to my children who are adharmic? Therefore, he's asking, Kim Kurvata? Kim Akurvata? What did they do? What did they do? So here you can see there is lamentation that my children are adharmic and Pandava children are dharmic, and they have assembled here in a Dharma Kshetra, in a place where it is a holy place. Definitely, the holy place is going to support the dharmic person, that is the Pandavas, and my children who are adharmic, they will lose. This was his lamentation. Got it?
yes.
Any questions on that? So this is how.
Prabhu,
Hmm.
Prabhu, you said Hastinapur is now
Yeah, yeah, Delhi.
Delhi.
Yeah, yeah.
Kurukshetra is now which place, Prabhu?
Kurukshetra is Kurukshetra. Which wherever the Kurukshetra is there in Haryana, I think.
Maria,
Oh,
Maria.
okay.
Maps. See, we have Google Maps. Kurukshetra. Yeah, this is Kurukshetra. How far it is from Delhi? It is north of Delhi. I guess in Haryana. This is Haryana. 3 hours.
Okay.
3 hours by car. So they assembled here and they fought the Mahabharata. It is said the tree under which Sri Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna is still there. So I guess here, somewhere here, that tree is there. Okay. Any other question?
No problem.
So first is Dhritarashtra lamenting. What will happen to my adharmic children in a dharmic place? They won't be supported. Now, Duryodhan laments. Where does Duryodhan laments? First Dhritarashtra speaks, at this place we have arranged and whatever. Now Duryodhan saw the whole army and he spoke to his teacher. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatin Chamu Vyudham Drupadaputrena Tava Shishyena Dhimataha. Now here we understand the politics of Duryodhana. First it starts with Pashyaitam. So, okay, there is some advanced view. Nagari was tax cinnamon for time. Pashyaitam Panduputranam. Pashyaitam Panduputranam. Okay. Now the acharyas say that this particular statement is starting with a verb. Pashyaitam Panduputranam. Behold. Seeing the huge army, Duryodhana got afraid. So he started with a verb. So this tells that Duryodhana was afraid. Then he says, Tava Shishyena. Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena. There is son of Drupada, his name is Drishtadumna. And he's also your Shishya. And he has set up this whole Panduputra army. He has arranged this. Why do you think he is telling Dronacharya all these statements? Tava Putrena. Or sorry, Tava Shishyena. Your student. So he means that your student has set up this whole army of your enemy. Your student did that. Very intelligently. Dhimata. He is intelligent. You are not intelligent. Second, he used the word Drupada. Now, Drupada and Dronacharya were actually friends in the same school. So, in their younger times, they were in the same school, and Drupada and Dronacharya were friends, very good friends. It so happened that Drupada became so happy with Dronacharya at that point that he said, when we grow up, I will give you half the kingdom. So Dronacharya remembered this, and when after school, after some time, he went to Drupada and he said, you had promised me half the kingdom. Can you give? At that point, Drupada, King Drupad, he said that actually friendship should be with equals. You are not my equal. You are Brahmana and Kshatriya. So the promise doesn't hold true. So he gave this kind of argument and he insulted Dronacharya. Dronacharya kept this in mind. So now Duryodhana is taunting him. First of all, he is putra of your enemy by calling the name Drupada. He's saying your enemy's son. And second, he's saying he was your student also. Shishyena, very intelligent student he was. Now, when Drupada had Drishtadumna, he sent Drishtadumna to learn from Dronacharya, but Dronacharya was Brahmana. And when he saw the quality of Drishtadumna, that he could learn the arts of weaponry and all that, he didn't differentiate, he didn't discriminate. He said, okay, I'll take you as my student. Your student, whom you thought now is standing on the other side with the arm, with our enemy, and he is arranging this whole army to fight with us. So this few sentence means a very big thing. It may be a dialogue, but it's between Dronacharya and Drupada, Dronacharya, I'm sorry, Duryodhan, and Duryodhan is, what you say, taunting Dronacharya and saying, your student is on the other side. That student is also the son of your enemy named Drupada, and he's very intelligent. He has set up this. Look at this whole army. Look at that. How could you do this? This is what he meant. How could, if you had not taken him as your Shishya student, then he would have done all this. This is what internally he is saying. Indirectly he is saying to Dronacharya. Okay, fine, you made him student, but now that you fight, don't be merciful, be merciless. This is another meaning that he is giving to Dronacharya. One time you made a mistake, okay, you took him as your own student. Now you don't do this. Now you are in a war. Interestingly, the statement that Drishtadumna was taken as a student of Dronacharya, at that point Dronacharya knew something more. When Drupada was insulted, what happened is, after the whole training of the Pandavas and the Kurus, they had to give Dakshina, Guru Dakshina to Dronacharya. At that point, Dronacharya said, get me Drupada, fight with him and get him. And the Pandavas became successful. Arjuna caught Drupada, brought him in front of Dronacharya. And then Dronacharya said, I have now captured all your kingdom now. And I give it back to you. Take it. So he insulted Drupada. And Drupada at that point just accepted and returned home, but he was angry that he insulted me. Then he did a yagya, and from that yagya came two children, brother and sister. One was Drishtadumna, another was Draupadi. And the aim of the yagya was that I want a son who will kill Dronacharya. So Drishtadumna was the destiny of Dronacharya. And this is another message Duryodhana is saying. He is destined to kill you. Still you took him as a student. Now you are fighting, please. No more mercy. Be merciless and fight for me. This is what indirectly Duryodhana is telling to his teacher Dronacharya. Any question on this? Okay. Atra Shura Maheshwasa Bhimarjuna Samayudu Yudhana Viratascha Drupadascha Maharataha. Now he tells, look into the army, they have all these Maharathas. Maharathas means at a time they can fight 11,000 soldiers. Who all are there? Drupada is there. Yudhana is there. Virata is there. Bhima, Arjuna, both are there. Mighty bowmen, Maheshwasa. These are all mighty bowmen. They are there. Look at them, they can fight. So he's now, what is he doing? He is observing his enemies and he's calculating who is strong, who is not strong, like that. Saying, look at them, such a big, huge army. दृष्टकेतु चेकितानः काशीराजस्य वीर्यवान् पुरुजित कुंती भोजस्य सैभ्यस्य नरपुंगवः. All of these are also there. Drishtaketu is there, Chekitana is there, Kashiraj is there, the king of Kashi, everyone has come in that side. Shaibya is there, Kunti Bhoj is there. Yuddha Manusya Vikranta Uttamojasa Viryavan Saubhadra Daupadashyaya Sarva Eva Maharata. All these are Maharatas. Yuddhama Vikranta Uttamoja Uttamoja Viryavan Saubhadra, the son of Draupadi. Draupadi. Who? Who is the son of Draupadi? Sorry, Shubhadra. Shubhadro, son of Subhadra. Ashwadhama. Is it right? Ashwadhama? No, Abhimanyu. Sorry. Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu is here. And the 5 sons of Draupadi, they are also here. And all of them are very, very powerful. Maharataha. Asmakam tu vishishtaye tan nibodha divjottamaha nayaka mama sanyasya samnyartham tan bravimite. Now he tells, okay, in my team, who all are there? Who all are there? Bhavan Bhishmasya Karanascha. Bhishma. The great Bhishma is there. Second is Karna is there. Kripasya Samititan Ye Jayaha. Ashwadhana Vikarnasya Saumadattas Tathaiva Chata. Tathaiva Cha. Now, he had also many kings, but he picked up these names. Now, there's a reason of why he picked up only these names. First, he takes. Now, I said there is third lamentation happening, right? We went second lamentation happening. We understood Dhritarashtra lamenting, right? Now we have to understand how Duryodhana is lamenting. First thing is, the army is too huge. Pandava's army is big enough. And then he picks up names here. Bhishma. Bhishma is grandfather of the Kurus and Pandavas, right? And he loved both of them. You know what he said before the war to Duryodhana? Do you know? Anyone? How much Bhishma loved the Pandavas? Can you tell? How much he loved? His love was so much for the Pandavas that he told Duryodhana, I will destroy the army of Pandavas, but I won't kill even a single Pandava. Can you imagine? Duryodhana is going for war and then one of his soldiers says, I won't kill that person. Right? Duryodhana says, what are you doing with me then? I want that person to be killed. Right? Okay. So he's lamenting. Bhishma is there. He's there. He's very powerful and all. But he's not, he said he's not going to kill the Pandavas. Okay, who's the next one then with me? Karna. Now Karna, he had promised Kunti one thing. What was it? I won't kill any of the Pandavas except for Arjuna. Bhishma said, I won't kill any of the 5. Karna said to Kunti that you will always have 5 children. It will be either me or Arjuna. Because at that time he came to know that, he is son of Kunti. So in Duryodhana's team, one person is saying, I won't kill the Pandavas. Another one is saying, I will only kill Arjuna. Others one, I won't kill. That also is lacking, right? It is a shortcoming in his strategy, isn't it? Yes or no? You understand this point?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Third one, Kripascha. There is Kripacharya. He was a Brahmana. He would do yajnas and all that for the Kuru family. He also said, I won't. He didn't say openly, but through his behavior and heart, Duryodhan understood. He won't hurt the Pandavas. Now, very interesting thing happened. Before the war started, Yudhishthir came in front of Bhishma, Kripacharya, and uh, Dronacharya. At that point, he removed all his weapons and he prostrated in front of them, gave Dandvat. And when he gave Dandvat to all three said one thing. You know what? They said, if you had not come in front of us seeking our blessings, we would have tried to kill you. But now you have seeked our blessings, so we will bless you that you win the war, Yudhishthir. So all three had told the same thing. Yudhishthir, Vijay Bhava, you win the war. My desire is you win the war. Now, are they audience in the war or are they participant in the war? Bhishma, Drona, and Kripacharya.
Participant.
Participant, right? Are they with the Pandavas or are they against the Pandavas? Against the Pandavas. But they are telling what? You win, we will lose, right? Indirectly, what they are saying? Duryodhan will lose. So this is the problem of Duryodhan. He is surrounded by people who will fight for him, but they are telling, I won't kill the Pandavas. I'll only kill Arjuna. Got it? This is his lamentation. Lamenting means what? He's very, upset. What a team I have here. Hai. One is saying I won't fight, one is saying I'll only kill one, another one is not telling anything, but I know he won't fight. And another one is my teacher. He only taught the enemy's leader, commander-in-chief Drishtadumna, in spite of knowing that he is the son of his enemy and he is born to kill him. What kind of people I am surrounded with? This was his lamentation. Next, he uses another words, Ashwadhama. Ashwadhama, who was Ashwadhama? He was son of Dronacharya. But Ashwadhama was a very proud person. So Dronacharya also didn't teach him properly, or some things he didn't teach him, because somebody who's proud should not be taught, because they will misuse that knowledge. So Ashwadhama wanted to learn how to use the Brahmastra, but Dronacharya didn't tell him. So he went somewhere else and learnt and came. But that also was half knowledge. He could release the Brahmastra, but he couldn't control it. He couldn't retrieve it back. It's like he knew the trigger button of any missile, but he didn't know how to stop it. And he was very proud. So Duryodhana was thinking, what will I do, man? Ashwadhama, what will I do? This person is half trained, half knowledge person. That is even more dangerous, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. One more thing he lamented about Karna. One more thing was, Karna was cursed by whom? Parshurama. And he was cursed by another Brahmana also. That in the very important moment in your life, you will forget. So now this is the most important war is going to happen, and Duryodhana is thinking, I have this one person who is going to forget. How can I take him to war? So he is lamenting. And he has another Ashwadhama here, half trained, half man person. I don't know what he will do. And at the end of the war, what Ashwadhama did. What did he do? He told Duryodhana, I will fight for you, I will get the heads of Pandavas. And he didn't kill the Pandavas. What he did?
Sons of Pandavas.
He killed the sons of Pandavas, and then he came to Duryodhana, and what he did? He told, I bought the heads of the Pandavas. And when Duryodhana touched it and crushed it, he said, these are not the heads, these are someone else. Who are there? Oh, these are sons of Pandavas. So there only he was saying lie. Can you imagine? So therefore, the lamentation before the war of Duryodhana is valid, of this person, Ashwadhama. We don't know what he's going to do. Half man, half knowledge. Gadbad admi. Then Vikarna. Vikarna is the brother of Duryodhana. Why he specified this name, Vikarna, his name here? Because when Draupadi was getting insulted, now it was only Vikarna who objected. None of his brothers objected, only Vikarna objected. If he objected there, he will object today also. I am surrounded with people who are against me only. Right? Then he says Somadatta, the son of Somadatta, Bhurishrava, his another name is. And Bhurishrava, he was also cursed. There was some curse behind him. So he was surrounded by people who had put limitations around them, who were cursed, who had less knowledge, and they were half baked or half strong, and they were opposing his own ideas, and now they are going for a war. Well, what will happen now? So you see, Duryodhana is also lamenting. I have a teacher who taught his own enemy how to fight. So now you understand why Duryodhana is lamenting here. And the last thing, the next say says, Anya cha bahava shura mad arthe tvakta jivitaha nana shastra praharanaha sarva yuddha visharadaha. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are very well equipped with different kinds of weapons and all experienced in military science. There are two meanings to this statement. One is that they are going to die for me. Okay? One is they are going to die for me. Right? It's not like they are going to win and then die. No, they'll die. And I don't care. Some people say, they'll die for me. I mean, some, dictators and all that. Yeah, these people go, die. Like that he was thinking. Second thing he was thinking is that all these limited personalities with limitations, they are already dead. Some are cursed. So those who are cursed, they will definitely die. So he's telling, here, they are already dead. They are already dead for me. This is another meaning for it. That one thing is, I want them to die for me. Second thing is, they are already dead because they have been cursed. Even though they have different kinds of weapons and expert in military science. So first he was afraid. Pashyaitam. Look. Pandu Putrana. Look at that whole army. He was afraid. Next, I have a teacher who taught his own enemy. I have a grandfather who said, I won't kill. I have another Kripacharya, he's expert, but I know he also won't kill. I have Karna, he's cursed. I have Bhurishrava, Somadatta, he's also cursed. I have Vikarna, he opposed me. My team is what to say? I don't have the best team here. You getting?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So this is lamentation of Duryodhana. Next is lamentation of Arjuna, which we'll take next week. Let's open for any questions or comments. Any question or comment? So some of these things now, which I said, were the commentaries of Ramanujarya. Okay, so Ramanujarya gives this background thing that actually three people lamented in the first chapter. Not just Arjuna, but Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana, and Arjuna. All three lamented. Okay. Okay. Any question or comment? Anyone has any question or comment? You typed something? Did anyone type something? Yeah, just unmute and speak, Mataji. Just unmute and speak.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, I have a question. I mean, from practical application of Bhagavad Gita, from that point of view, I'm asking this.
Sure,
Although
sure.
Shastrik, little bit I have heard, but still this question comes with practicality. So, Prabhuji, we often hear this that Dhritarashtra, he was blinded by the moha of his sons, and that's why he segregated the word Mamakaha Pandavascha. So,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, when we see ourselves, aren't we like that? Like we also have special affection for our people who are in blood relations with us, like bodily level.
Okay.
So, how we utilize this knowledge in
Yeah.
our practical life, Prabhuji?
So considering this
And
Mamaka
are
word,
we in that Dhritarashtra mentality? That is
yeah,
my,
yeah, we
because
are
we
there. We
also
are there.
practice spirituality, but we have special affection for some people. Maybe devotees. Like we say that we should
See,
see equal to everybody, but we have special affection for
okay,
devotees.
okay,
So
okay.
how
So
we see
two
this,
things
Prabhu?
over there. Two things over there. So the word is Mamaka. So okay, Mamaka Pandavaschaya. So Mamaka means mine. Okay, that is the question. Like this mine concept comes in. This is mine. This is yours, and all discrimination. Should we discriminate or not discriminate? Right.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So first thing is Dhritarashtra discriminated, but the discrimination on one level is okay because definitely the Kurus were his son, the Pandavas were not his son. But on another level, it is not okay. What is the another level? As a king, it was not okay. As their kaka or their uncle, it was not okay. Suppose you are in a marriage and you are from the bride side, and the bride has 3 4 mamas. All of them is one family, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, so they should think we are all one. But if one mama says, my sons will only do it, can you imagine at the marriage there will be conflicts, right? Why your sons only? Why he doesn't think of his younger mama's son? Only he thinks about his son. This was the problem. So where the concept of one family, one team, one organization comes, we cannot use this word mamaka. We are expected to think that all are together. That is one way to look at it, and one way to see that okay, in certain situations we cannot do that. Getting? Next.
Yes, Prabhuji.
But still we have to differentiate. Now first we will see where we don't have to differentiate. So one thing is on the social level, where these gatherings are there, one family, one society. So we should understand it is mamaka. So in this regards, I'll tell the story from Mahabharata where Yudhishthir was and the Pandavas, they were in the forest, okay, in their exile period, and that point Duryodhan had come to just taunt them, and he pulled and he made a very big pandal near their place, and he was enjoying day night making loud noises and music and all that, just to tell the Pandavas, you are beggars, you have no money, I have a lot of money, just to taunt like this. But it so happened that there was another powerful Gandharva who was over there, and he fought with Duryodhan, and he defeated Duryodhan and he captured Duryodhan, and this news came to Pandavas. When Bhima heard this, he became very happy. He said, what we have to do, the Gandharva has already done. He has caught Duryodhan. But now Yudhishthir made a very nice statement. He said, Bhima and Arjuna, both of you go and free our brother Duryodhan. And they were shocked. He said, because of that we are in exile, we are insulted, and you are telling we should go and free. Why? Gandharva has done the job that we want to do for free of cost. Why we should put our efforts? So Yudhishthir said, for the Gandharvas, okay, we have a problem with our cousins. Okay, we have a property issue with him, a lot of other issues with him. But for the outside world, we are one Kurus. We are one team of Kurus. So therefore, you both should go and free Duryodhan. So you can see that how Yudhishthir Maharaj saw Duryodhan and party, even though they had done a lot of insult to them. So he used the word that these are all mine. These are not separate. Okay. And then Krishna says now in Gita, there's a verse. Samadarshana Panditaha. Let's see. Okay. Now Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he says that we should see as a yogi, as a practitioner, spiritual practitioner, we should see pebble, stone, gold as same. Okay, because we are doing samadarshana, samabuddhir samadarshana. Samadarshana means to see equally. Okay, we should see our benefactors, neutral, meditators, envious, friends, enemies, all with the equal mind. And then he gives the verse Panditaha. Let's see. There's one verse where he defines Pandit. Pandit. Okay. Panditaha. Let's see. I may not get this. Samadarshana. Okay, there's one more verse. I'm not able to find that verse where it is talked about equal vision. Okay, yeah, where he sees a dog. Okay, there's a word dog there, right?
Is it 5.18, Prabhu?
Yes, you're right. Here, this one, 5.8. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmani Gavi Hastini Suni Chaiva Svapakaitsa Pandita Samadarshana. So, those who are on the spiritual path and gaining knowledge, practicing bhakti, they should follow this Panditaha Samadarshanaha, equal vision. And by that true knowledge, we should get this equal vision of seeing a Brahmana, cow, everything equal. Now, this is a very interesting thing. Equality, Samadarshanaha, which I think is what you're asking, right? Samadarshanaha.
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, you put it in correct words, like when and where to distinguish and when and where
So
not.
first thing is equal vision is on spiritual platform. Can you tell me how on spiritual platform they are equal?
Yes, Prabhu. So all are Krishna's eternal parts and parcels. So
Krishna's
all
eternal
are
parcel, but
equal to us.
yeah, but we'll put it like this: all are spirit souls, jivatmas. I am also jivatma; they are also jivatma, right? That is equal. And higher that is, they are all part and parcel of Krishna. This is higher. Understand? Okay. So this is the equal vision. Now, very interesting thing. This is on the spiritual platform. here Krishna definitely says this. He sees a dog and a brahmana same, right? And a dog eater also same. Why? Because they are on the same platform, spirit soul, and they are part and parcel of Sri Krishna. Yes. So let's put it like this: tiger and man, equal vision. Uh-oh. Equal vision of tiger and man. We'll not use dog, we'll use tiger because it will become very dramatic now. So equal vision of tiger and man. Is this right or wrong? Is this right or wrong?
Spiritual level, it is right, Prabhu.
Yes.
But on bodily level, clearly distinguished.
Okay. Body level. Okay, on body level, what is the problem? If I have equal vision, can I go and hug the tiger?
No, because I'm aware of the traits of tiger.
Yeah. So will you go near the tiger? Will you go near
No.
the tiger? You want the tiger to be caged, right? If you come to
Yes.
know, you're in like say Mysore Zoo, and then the news comes that tiger is out of the cage, we'll all run away. We cannot use our Bhagavad Gita knowledge there, right? Samadarshanaha. No, the tiger is envious. The tiger is danger to my body. So even though he's equal on the platform, spiritual platform, on material platform, I have to run away. I need not be near to him. That is also equal vision. Okay, that is also equal vision. So those who are like tigers, we should avoid them. Envious people, those who are angry with us, those who are devious, cunning, Mayavadis, telling wrong philosophy and all that, fake gurus. We respect them from a distance, but we don't go near them like that. Simple. That is equal vision.
Yes, sir.
We respect everyone, but we will decide where to go, where not to go. Got it?
Yes. So mostly this thing happens like we clearly understand when somebody is philosophically different from us, but mostly we fail on emotional level. May it be in relationships, may it be even with devotees,
Hmm.
and may it be even with non-devotees, like who are in maybe ignorance. We wanted them to come into Krishna consciousness, but we don't
Yeah.
know exactly how to deal
At the
with them.
start, we
That
may
is
not
like
know.
where we
At the
fail to
start,
discriminate.
yeah, at the start, we may not know, which is true. See, at the start, nobody knew about Putana. Putana was a very beautiful woman. She came directly in the house of Nanda Maharaj. Everybody welcomed her, thinking that she is equal to Lakshmi. And they allowed her to pick Krishna, and they allowed her to, suck her milk by Krishna. Can anyone allow this in their home? A very beautiful woman comes, a baby is there. Okay, take the baby.
Yes. So, Prabhu, what should be our approach? Like being Brajavasis, see,
Yeah,
they welcome Putana very lovingly,
yeah.
and so
See,
do devotees are expected to.
yeah.
So, how we should approach someone with practicality?
Okay. See, the thing is, what I'm saying is, if we know beforehand that there is a problem with this person, then definitely we can avoid, right? We can keep the relationship very minimum, to the minimum. But when we don't know, then there has to be one episode of problem, like Putana trying to kill, like some people being envious, angry, they'll show later their real face. Once we have one experience, after that we have to be careful. Let me put it like that. So we may have one experience, okay, either personal or from someone else. One experience, one bad experience should be enough. After that we should know, I cannot go near that person. I I won't go near that person. Other words is respect them at a distance. Does that make sense now? This is the
Yes, Prabhu.
this is the mantra. Respect them at a distance. Now, very intelligent people, what they will do? What you talked about is common people. Common people may go with the first bad experience, but intelligent people will first test. This is what intelligent people do. First they'll test others. Then after complete testing, then they will accept within their close circle. Okay. But in case of family, extended members, all this, we may have a bad experience. It may happen. Like, Pandavas, they had to go through this bad experience. How could their own cousin disrespect their wife? They had to go through that bad experience. And after that bad experience, they never, they respected him at a distance only. Then directly they met is at the war. So it's like this, if we cannot test them before, then, one bad experience will tell, okay, Baba, go to, respect them at a distance. So use all these things. If you can test, fine. But if you cannot test, then, if a bad experience happens, then just come to this formula. Respect them at a distance. I won't go near to that person. Done. It's a done deal now. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yeah,
Prabhu,
even
very
though
clear.
Krishna says equal and all that, that only means I'll respect them at a distance.
Yes.
Now, last point. In spite of all these things, there will be some pure devotee named Prahlad Maharaj. He is so much in Samadarshana that he went back to his father, who tried to kill him. Multiple bad experiences he had. But because he was on the pure devotional platform, he didn't care of his own death. He still went to his father to get one last bad experience. So a pure devotee may do this in spite of knowing all these things. Okay? A pure devotee may do this. In spite of repeatedly bad experience, we will see that he still went. Example is Prahlad Maharaj. As far as we are there, we are not pure devotees. Prahlad Maharaj could remember Krishna every second. We remember Krishna, I don't know, maybe once in a day. Right? So when we are not on that level of pure devotional service, we have to apply a restricted samadarshinaha with all these kinds of tactics. Either I will test, or I have a bad experience and I will keep them at a distance. Okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
But we cannot expect the same thing from Prahlad Maharaj or Jada Bharat. They will act differently, okay? Because they are very pure devotees.
Yes.
Yeah. So both examples are there. Pure devotees completely neglecting all these things. For normal devotees, we have to do this. And one last thing for us is it's called Madhyama Adhikari. So this is what we need to follow. Definition of Madhyama Adhikari. Okay. Madhyama Adhikari. Madhyama Adhikari. So we have to be like a Madhyama Adhikari, and Madhyama Adhikari, his traits are, he must know his position, others' position, devotee's position, God's position. That is Madhyama Adhikari. And he will treat people differently. Okay, a Madhyama Adhikari in sense, he 4 different peoples and will deal differently. Balisha Arbakaha Twishtasu. This is a very interesting. Is this? We should look at this verse. Sure, that's verse. Okay. Okay. This is the last thing. I just want to take this to completely make you understand this. Balaji. Okay, 794. 794. 11 to 46. Okay, let's see. There's a particular verse 11 to 46. So we should not be Kanishta, we should be Madhyam Adhikari. 11, what was it? 11 to 46. Okay. 11 to 46. Let's see if the same verses. Ah, okay. Okay, we got it. ईश्वर तत् अधिनेषु बालिश दुष्टसु च प्रेम मैत्री कृपोकेक्ष य करोति स मध्यमा. So we have to be second class devotee. We have to come to this platform. First class devotee is confused, you know. But second class devotee, what he does, he offers his love to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Is a sincere friend to all devotees of the Lord. So those who are sincere devotees, he will be sincere friend. Those who are ignorant people, Balishaha, like children, he will be mercy towards them. Okay. And those who are envious of other people and Krishna, he will disregard them. He'll neglect them. Upekshaha. Neglect them. Respect at a distance, run away. So this is what we need to follow. Does that make sense?
Yes, Prabhu, clearly now.
Just we will see if there is something extra that our acharyas have given. See, the discrimination by Bhaktivinoda Maharaj doesn't show that it is lack of mercy. Okay. But it is like a proper medicine. If we go more near to these envious people, they will become more envious, they will offend the Lord more, and they will only go down. So just to avoid that interaction, the Vaishnava won't go near them. Like that. The Vaishnava won't near them. Because it is for their problem. You know, their problem may increase. So he won't disturb them much. Krishna will take care. As far as we are mentioned, okay, last thing. See, a Mahabhagavad devotee may not follow all this, okay, but he will be in his own love and like Prahlad Maharaj, even if he is offended or he is tried to be killed, and still he will go to the Hiranyakashipu type people. We are not supposed to do that, okay? Okay. So, we went a lot over the time. So okay. So thank you very much. We'll close for the day. I mean, we'll close this meeting.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. You
Okay.
explained wonderfully and
Okay.
with references. So that is very nice. Thank you
These
so much.
references are by our acharyas and shastras. So Srila Prabhupada's mercy is there, and the acharya is there. So Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Ramanacharya, and Jai Yamunacharya. Okay. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.